So I know you're here giving back to the community, and one thing that we're focusing on is this violent week that Milwaukee has had, 9 homicides in 10 days. How did you survive growing up here?
I survived Milwaukee, just had a great family. My mom and dad, brother and sister, always there for me, kept my head on the right path. Then Running Rebels is another organization that my family allowed me to be a part of, and it really helped me. I made a lot of friends, and it just kept me down the right path. They introduced me to basketball early, and it kept me away from the violence and the street life.
And a lot of people, maybe they come from broken families.
Right.
There's just violence all around, whether you're caught up in it or you just know about it. That affects you.
Yeah.
How do you just deal with it? How do these kids deal with something like that?
I feel like this is my job, and older people in the community job is to try to keep the younger people going down the right path. You know, it's a thin line. One bad decision, you can change your whole life. So having the right people around you, joining different programs like the YMCA, Boys and Girls Club, or the Running Rebels, all provide opportunities for guys like me and girls to do basketball, boxing, music, dancing. I got those opportunities to run the Rebels to help kids. They help me, so that's why I'm here now, trying to help kids and try to keep them going down the right path. Because I know I have a lot of friends I've seen a lot of people that made the wrong decision and it changed their whole life. And they had made some bad decisions. Now they're in the wrong place, dead or in jail. So everybody has a story and knows a person like that. So I feel like it's my job and the older people's job to talk to the kids and tell them what to do.
And just kind of, hold on, I don't know if they're going to do some more shouting. Just kind of reflect on Milwaukee. What was it like for you when you were growing up?
Growing up in Milwaukee was I can kind of say it's a tough place to make it out of. That's what I was always told growing up. But I always had support from my mom and dad, and I always believed in myself. But growing up, I was pretty good at basketball, but I wasn't the best. And I kept working hard. I started AAU in second grade. One of my teachers at my school was working me out on the playground, told me to come play AAU, and ever since then I've been playing basketball at a high level. So, and then them guys really took me under their wing, and I was working out with them guys every day. Made a lot of friends, and that really took me a lot and really carried me through Milwaukee. I made a lot of relationships that I still use now, and I still work out with them now. So my mentors were really big for me. That's why I'm big on talking to the kids and just talking to other children. Now, I don't got to be kids, even people my age or 17, 16, just talking to them like, man, it's more out there than just what you see here in Milwaukee. It's a whole nother world out there. There's a lot of different jobs, opportunities that you can do besides playing basketball or music. A lot of different roles you can be in life.
And you said it's a tough place to make it out of. That's what you were always told. Has it gotten tougher?
I think it has. I feel like we have a lot of talent in Milwaukee, and a lot of talent goes away sometimes. It seems like a thing where we have a great player or a great person is so close to making it to the next step, and they do something kind of wrong or dumb, and it sets them back. So it's always been tough. I feel like it's getting tougher. The crime seems like it's getting worse, and the drugs seem like it's getting worse. So as a community, we have to come together and try to stop these things and try to be better. And, I think we have a lot of things in place in Milwaukee to do that. I think we just got to communicate better and try to make the next step.
And if you had to give one of these kids just a guideline of how to survive,
yeah,
what would you say?
I was always, my parents and everybody around me was always big on education. I would always tell them take school serious. You know, it can be hard sometimes, and you know, a lot of kids have a lot of things going on in their life, and school seems to be the second thing on their mind. But I always say put school first. School can take you a lot of places, and you can make a lot of friends who can carry you along and make relationships that can take you to another level. I have a lot of friends that's with me that I know from high school, and we just keep each other accountable. So I always say education, and then find something that you love. If you love basketball, you love dancing, you love school, you love singing, acting, and just try to find somebody that's in your lane and try to ask questions. I know as a kid I was scared to try to ask questions of some of the older people, but now as I got older and I'm around a lot of professionals, I try to ask questions and try to pick their brain and try to get that knowledge, because you never know what somebody else knows and what they've been through. So that's probably some of the biggest things. Ask questions, ask for help. Don't be too prideful. I know a lot of guys and a lot of girls in Milwaukee are really prideful people, and that's something I'm trying to get rid of, is being so prideful and asking questions. So it's being ask the question, education, and find something you love and sticking to it is something I would tell kids to do to try to survive.
And what does the city mean to you?
The city means the world to me. Everywhere I go, I try to represent it to the best of my ability. I try to be almost like a spokesperson for Milwaukee. You know, when I was growing up and I'm going to these AAU tournaments and guys like, what's in Milwaukee? Like, there ain't nothing in Milwaukee, but I feel like it's a lot here. It's a lot of talent. Like even behind me now, we got a lot of great freshmen and sophomores that's great at basketball, that's representing the state to the best of their ability. And I just try to talk about Milwaukee and all the great things that they have here and all the great people. And I try to get people to come visit with me and all type of things. So I'm a real prideful person when it comes to Milwaukee. Got the tattoo on my leg, and I'm a proud Milwaukeean.
You have a tattoo of the city?
Milwaukee.
Oh, it just says Milwaukee.
Yeah. So when I was growing up, like I said, in basketball, I was pretty good, but like around 9th grade, I feel like I was really getting good at it, and we had some thing in my high school team. Some people got kicked off the team, and people had to leave, and I realized like if I want to be good at this basketball, I really have to take it really serious and give my all to it, and that's what I did. And so around 9th and 10th grade, I feel like, man, I can really make it somewhere with this basketball thing, and it's happened for me.
In your neighborhood, how would you describe the neighborhood you grew up in?
It was a decent neighborhood. You can get to anywhere in Milwaukee pretty fast, so it could be a bad neighborhood 5 minutes away, then the suburbs another 5 in the other direction. So I was right in the middle. I had a nice neighborhood. It was solid. But I spent a lot of the time at different parks and over my friend's house, and I got a taste of everything. So my mom and dad are pretty real-rounded people, and they taught me about both ends of how to survive in tough situations, and how to live in different types of situations. So I give a lot of credit to my family and for my lifestyle.
Chip, anything else?
I was going to get one last thing. When did you know you had to develop your personality where you had to change? Because nobody could change a young person. Right. When did it click, and how did it click that you had to mature and be a young man and focus?
Yeah, so growing up, my mom drew it to my head like, don't be a follower, you got to be a leader. Don't be following them people. Don't be what's to call it. She was real protective and over me, so I kind of developed making my own decisions. My dad also allowed me to always make my own decisions on what school you want to go to and stuff like that. So around 9th or 10th grade, a lot of my friends were getting in trouble. The grades wasn't good, but mine stayed great, and I kept my mind straight. I really just that was when I so right around 8th grade, 9th grade, I realized like, all right, I don't have to do what everybody else do to be cool. Like, if I be myself and have confidence in myself, everybody still like you the same way. So around 9th or 10th grade, I really started making my own decisions, try to stay on the right path. And then I had my parents, and really my older brother kept me accountable. Everything that he did, I try to learn from his mistakes, and everything he did good. So I had great examples in my life to try to look at and try to learn from their mistakes.
Were you afraid? Were you afraid as a young man coming out? You know what was going on. You're in Hillside, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, saying the dimensions.
Yeah.
I mean, at some point you were afraid, right?
Right.
How'd you handle that? How'd you deal with that?
I mean, like I said, just having the support and having confidence in myself kept me ready for different situations. You know, it's scary when you're watching the news and you're seeing people that look like you and same age as you dying and stuff like that. I had teammates that died and got shot at, and it gets scary. But you know, if you're doing the right thing, and my mom was big on faith and just praying at night, and it really just trying to stay away from it, stay in the right path, and helping good things to happen. There's always up and downs in your life, and just trying to stick through it, and it's really just having the confidence. You know, you can't be scared of life. Life's gonna get hard. My mom always talking about the haters and the adversity. You're gonna face adversity. You just gotta what defines you is how you react to it, and I think that's something I've been good at.